Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful girl named Ogechi. Okafor had seen Ogechi and had fallen in love with her. He loved her so much and he married her. They lived as man and wife. Okafor did everything that Ogechi wanted. He bought her everything that she could want. He did everything that she wanted. This made Ogechi happy. Okafor loved her more than anyone or anything. He showered her with praises, giving her everything that she wanted. Although Okafor was not a wealthy man, he was not poor. He was able to afford the basic things that Ogechi needed. One day, Ogechi attended a wedding ceremony, and there she met her longtime friend Amaka. Amaka was with a group of women. They were wearing expensive fabric. They came as a group and they were spraying money on the bride and groom. Ogechi was surprised. Amaka used to be from a poor background. They grew up together. Amaka's parents had nothing. How is it possible now that Amaka has so much money? Where is she getting this money from? So Ogechi approached Amaka. Amaka, my friend, it has been a very long time. Yes, Ogechi, how are you? I'm fine. Look at your dress, oh Amaka. This is very beautiful. Where did you get it from? Yes, this is the latest that just came out. It is only people in the royal palace that wears this one. Amaka, please tell me, how are you doing it? You have so much money now. Yes, I do. And I thank the gods. Now, other people came and greeted Amaka and Ogechi. And before Ogechi knew it, Amaka vanished into the crowd. She didn't have time to ask her in detail how she came about her money. When Ogechi got home, she told her other friend Chinelu about the wedding event and how many people came, many rich people, people from the royal palace, dignitaries. They all had so much money. They were spending money. Chinelo said, that must have been a big event. Yes, so it was. I even saw my old-time friend Amaka. Amaka has changed. If you see her now, she's smelling of money. This your friend Amaka, haven't I heard of her before? Yes, it's possible. You know, she's with the Agugu Sisterhood. Agugu Sisterhood? You mean those group of rich women? Yes. Have you heard of them? That their group is very strange. Almost all of them are widows in that group. And they have so much money, Chinelo said. My dear, my own is the money. I want to know how they're making this money. Why will you say that, Ogechi? I'm sure your husband provides for all your needs. He does, but there are one or two things that somebody needs. You know, a woman of my stature, I need one or two things. Chinelo laughed. Ogechi, bring down your eye. Bring down your eye. Stop looking at these people. You don't know what goes in their homes. Chinelo said that and left. Now, one day, Ogechi was on her way from the market when she heard someone call her from behind. Ogechi, when she turned, she saw it was Amaka. Amaka was in a very big, lavish car. At that time, not many people had cars. Her car was beautiful. Amaka, is this yours? Amaka laughed. Yes, it is. I bought it recently. You bought this? Amaka, please talk to me as your friend. How are you coming about all this wealth? Amaka laughed. Okay. Do you know what you will do? You will come to my house this night and I will tell you everything you need to know. Are you serious? Ogechi asked her. Yes. Just come and I'll tell you everything you need to know. That night, Ogechi went to Amaka's house. Ogechi told Amaka that she was ready to do whatever was necessary for her to become as well as Amaka. Are you sure? Amaka asked her. She said yes. Are you ready? She said yes. Ogechi said as long as Amaka can do it, that she herself she can. Then Amaka told her to follow her. Ogechi agreed to follow Amaka, and Amaka took her into the forest. They walked for some time and then they came upon a cave, and then Amaka took her into the cave. Ogechi was surprised. What was going on? Why were they going to a cave by this time? When they got into the cave, Ogechi saw Amaka's sisterhood, her friends that came to the wedding. They were sitting on the ground. All of them were wearing white. At the center of all the women was an older one. Then Amaka said, Mama, this is my friend I talked about. She is the one that wants to join our sisterhood. Then the old woman looked at Ogechi. Ogechi, you want to be rich? Ogechi shouted, Yes, ma. Yes, mama. I want to be rich. Are you sure? Yes. I will do anything you want. It's alright. Then the mama peeled an orange and gave it to Ogechi. Here, my daughter, take this and lick it. Once you lick this orange, you'll become rich. Is that all, mama? Is that all I have to do? Yes. Just lick it and watch the money chase you. Ogechi was happy. She had expected something difficult, but all she has to do is just lick the orange. And Ogechi licked it. As she licked it, the other women began to laugh. They were clapping for her. Ogechi was happy. Finally, these women of caliber, women of the society, women of high class, women who rub shoulders with the queen, are now welcoming her into their group. Now she has made it. That night, she went back home and slept. The next day, when she woke up, she helped her husband prepare to go to his shop. She cooked his breakfast and he went. Then Ogechi went in to take her bath and get ready. And that was when she opened her wardrobe, and in her wardrobe she saw boxes of gold. Ogechi screamed. This is it. This is what the mama was talking about. Not being sure, Ogechi took a piece of the gold and went to the market. And then she bought a piece of material, a very expensive one. Once she bought it, everything was okay. The material was hers. That meant the gold was real. Ogechi was happy. She began to buy all the material she wanted to have. Then an invitation for a wedding came and Ogechi was happy to go. At that wedding, she displayed her latest dress, very expensive one. Amaka and the other members of the sisterhood came and embraced Ogechi. Look at how beautiful you're looking. Huh? Look at how you're shining, Amaka said. This is what we're talking about. Ogechi was so happy. She joined the sisterhood. She was spraying money, eating and drinking. She was being invited to join the high class. She was going to the palace for parties. One day her husband asked her, Ogechi, all this money you're spending, where did you get it from? My dear, it's Amaka, my friend, that gave it to me. Your friend gave you all this? How much could she have given you? Don't worry about all these things. Don't worry. This is not important now. What is important is that we have money to spend. Okafor was not comfortable with this. But because he loved his wife so much, he didn't say anything. Now, Ogechi kept spending money. She continued to take gold from her wardrobe until one day she went to the wardrobe and the gold had finished. Her boxes were empty. Ogechi was scared. What happened to all the gold? Why did it all finish? Then, Ogechi went back to the cave and she told the mama that her gold has finished. Yes, my daughter, it has finished. Because your sacrifice has been used. You need to do another sacrifice. Sacrifice, mama. Yes, your soul is ours now. For you to get more gold, you need to bring another soul. Ogechi was shocked. My soul? Yes. Do you think this gold fell from the sky? The mama said. If you want more gold, you have to bring a sacrifice. Okay, Mama, what sacrifice should I bring now? Now you're talking. If you want more riches, you will have to bring the soul of your husband. Ogechi screamed, my husband, Okafor? No, never. Okafor loves me so much. He will do anything for me. Yes, the more reason that we want him. We want his soul. If you do not bring his soul, you will die in 2 weeks. Mama, you did not tell me this before. Yes, my daughter, all you wanted was gold. Now you have taken gold, eating money, drinking, dined with the highest. You now have to bring a soul, otherwise, in 2 weeks, you will die. Ogechi was so scared. Bring a soul. What will it take for her to bring her husband's soul? Mama, how can I do this? It's very simple, the woman said. Give him this piece of orange. As you licked it, so he shall. And everything will be okay. Is that all, Mama? Yes, that is all. Okay, I can do that, Mama. Give me the orange. And the woman gave Ogechi the orange. Ogechi took that orange and gave it to her husband. Her husband licked the orange and slept. However, unlike Ogechi's case, her husband did not wake up. Ogechi screamed. She kept touching her husband, waking him, shaking him, but he never woke up. Okafor had died. Ogechi screamed for her neighbors and everybody came. And there it was confirmed that indeed Okafor had died. Okafor's family came to take his body. Ogechi ran to the cave and told Mama, what have we done? My husband has died. Yes, you gave him for sacrifice. No, Mama, that's not what I meant. If I had known my husband would have died, I wouldn't have done this. What do you want, Ogechi? You said you wanted gold. Now you have gold. You have gold. Your husband's soul has been taken. And then the Mama tapped on a mirror and Ogechi could see her husband. He seemed like a ghost. He was a spirit trapped in a bottle. Ogechi screamed. What would she do? What would she tell her in-laws? There was nothing that could be done. Ogechi went back home crying and crying. Everyone was crying, her mother-in-law, her father-in-law. But when Ogechi entered her house, when she entered her room, she saw in her wardrobe boxes and boxes of golds and diamond. Yes, this is it. But she has lost her husband. What can she do? Eventually, Okafor was buried, and life went on. Ogechi began to spend money again. She was living the lavish life she wanted. She was following the sisterhood to every event, buying the latest. She bought a car, a house, expensive materials. However, at night, she was extremely lonely. Her husband was gone. Then one night, while Ogechi was cooking, she heard, Ogechi, Ogechi, my love, where are you? Immediately Ogechi turned. That was her husband's voice. But that cannot be, he's dead. Again, the voice said, Ogechi, Nkem, my love, where are you? Ogechi became very scared. Her husband called her Nkem. No one else called her that. How can this be? Her husband is late. That night, Ogechi tried to sleep, but her husband appeared. Nkem, why? Why? Ogechi screamed and she ran down. She couldn't sleep. What can be done? Why is his spirit following her? As she stood there, at her back, Okafor appeared. Nkem, why? Why? Ogechi screamed. And so it was. Every night, Okafor would appear, calling out to Ogechi. Ogechi could not eat. She could not sleep. She began to become drained. She was losing weight. She was having headaches. She was dying slowly. Her family called the herbalist for her, and the herbalist said everything seemed fine. Ogechi had to confess what she had done, but Ogechi refused to confess. All the money she had, no herbalist could find a cure for her. Everyone kept saying that she had to confess. Ogechi was running mad. Her husband was appearing now during the day, not just at night. Then Ogechi ran to the sisterhood. She told the mama what was happening, and the mama told her that her husband's spirit was very strong. She had to use a knife and kill his spirit through the mirror. Ogechi took the knife and called out to her husband, and then his spirit appeared in the mirror. He looked directly at her, and then she took the knife to strike him, but his spirit came out of the mirror and swallowed her whole. Now, as Okafor came out of the mirror, other men began to come out of the mirror. These men were husbands of the sisterhood who had been killed, and together the men used their spiritual powers to break down the coven. The mama died and all the sisterhood began to run mad. Only those who confessed at the market square were spared and they lived. Those who did not confess died. And that was the end of the sisterhood.
Amalungo nye melo, amalo nye dimba no nye dinjo.